So it's Labor Day, about 11:30. About to get it in for the first time in about a week and a half. I did a little warm up run yesterday just to kind of shake off the rust and felt fine. My diet has been atrocious in the last week. I basically planned to take whatever pressure off myself I needed to for the week because I put a lot of pressure on myself with work, my diet, and all. Didn't really plan on eating as poorly as I did, but it happened. So I'm gonna own that. We're getting back to it today. I'm about to do shoulders and legs, and then I'm gonna do about an hour indoor ride this evening. So let's get back into it. Let's see how I feel. But it's only a week off, and I think I had a good 3 4 week run without missing many workouts in terms of my lifting. So just want to start the week off on the right note. So let's get into the routine. Weight step, third set, increasing my rep range a little. I gotta get more consistent with my philosophy. I keep mixing, wanting to go heavy to get the burn versus reps. I'll figure it out over time. But I'm going for 20 reps right now. 35-pound dumbbells. Ah! Ah, 20. Whew. Just struggling as to what's the best methodology for me because the sports I'm in now are endurance, but I also want to make sure I get a good stress on the muscle. So I'm gonna experiment with my weight and rep range for my legs. But right now, trying to 20 rep sets. Also, I'll see how I do after a couple weeks of this. Squats, third and final set. Rep range of 10 to 12. My knees feel very tight today. Not a great set. My knees feel very tight. I'm having trouble just getting good range of motion. Probably need to stretch a little better. Usually feel warmed up after the weighted step, but not today. Not a good set. Finishing off legs with a circuit. Calf raises right in the leg curls. Second set of 3. Good set. So moved on the shoulders, overheads, dumbbell shoulder press, right in the upright row. First shoulder circuit, second set. So I'm lighting the weight on my upright rows. Much better range of motion, much cleaner reps. Try to stay away from ego lifting. Overhead shoulder press, second set. Going for a 10 to 12. Finishing this off, 21 shoulders. Let's bring it home correctly. So a little rusty after a week off, but not terrible, didn't fall off a cliff. But definitely felt the difference in my body. So let's get to the recap. So routine complete. On the road to getting back on track after this vacation. As I said, I'm gonna have a lot of work to do. My diet was terrible, no guilt. I said I would do whatever, eat whatever I wanted. Didn't expect to eat like I did, but kind of similar to the 4th of July. Well, this was worse because then I was probably having like one cheat meal a day. I feel like a good 4 or 5 days straight, I ate nothing but food from out of the house. So I'm calling myself out now. When I weigh myself on Friday, if I am over 265, I'm having no cheat meals this weekend, and I think that's pretty likely scenario. I'm gonna fast Tuesday, so after dinner tonight, I'm not gonna eat until dinner tomorrow night, and I'm gonna fast on Thursday to get my 2 fasting for the week. Typically fast on Monday and Thursday, but moving it back a day because of the holiday. I'm back on my diet today. I had one cheat meal yesterday. I had one on Saturday, so started weaning myself off of just eating whatever I want, but back on it today. Good routine today. Gonna do about an hour ride tonight on Zwift, but let's look through the routine, see how I did. So here's my workout. This typically is my longest routine, as I've said in the past, because there's just so many things I do that aren't circuits. I think half of this workout is not circuits, so an hour and 2 minutes, 528 calories. You can see the early part over here, the spikes, because of all those compound movements, the squats, the weighted steps, the calf raises, all of those use your entire body and put a lot of weight on your back. You can see the spikes aren't nearly as precipitous on the shoulder portion, although I see I the longer set with the 21s at the end on shoulders kind of spiked my heart rate, but not quite the EKG chart like the leg portion of the workout. So started off with weighted step. That's just by itself, and you can see I went with 20 reps, then went in the squats. My knees felt very, very tight. I didn't feel nearly the burn I'd like to feel on my legs, which I typically do, even with the same weight, even when I did this week and a half ago. So I wasn't happy about that, but my knees just felt very, very stiff today for some reason. I'm going to watch the tape. I don't think I was getting great range of motion. And I struggle with depth to begin with because my knees are just, I'm getting older, and all those years of blacktop basketball, I'm sure I've done a number on my knees. I went into my first circuit, standing calf raise with lying leg curls, then into overhead dumbbell press and upright row. That's also a circuit. And then overhead press on the Smith machine, and then finished off with 21s for shoulder. So that's the routine for today. Last day of vacation. Still in the pandemic, so I'm just gonna spend the day in the backyard with my wife and daughter. It's a beautiful day. It's supposed to be 82 degrees. Although I never enjoy it in September the way I do in June, because I know we're going the opposite direction. This is what I consider perfect weather. High 70s and the low 80s. No humidity. Just a beautiful day. But I keep telling myself 60 days from now, the high is going to be like 50 degrees. So I need to stop thinking like that. That's just tanking my mood. But this is what I consider perfect weather, so we're going to enjoy the day. Encourage anyone watching this to do the same. And until next time, Fareed Fitness signing off.